Welcome everyone to today's video where I'm going to be talking about Ghost of Tabor's new update, which features a lot of awesome things, namely the update to Island of Tabor. Now, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, then please consider doing so. It supports the channel a lot, and seeing as you're already here, please watch the video to the end, as again this really helps. Also, why not leave a comment and a like? So without further ado, let's jump into some Ghost of Tabor. Firstly, let's talk about the island and the new locations. Now, I won't be showing every single location, but I'll give you all the points of interest. So we have the shipping docks, which is a huge area filled with shipping containers and warehouses, which offers a lot of different places to hide and loot, but also gain an advantage with some much needed vantage points. Next up we have the nuclear site, which doesn't offer much, but due to the lack of cover you'll want to make it your mission to avoid this place during a firefight. A place we've seen before but now it's revamped is the church. This offers a similar building design but also features a grave site outside, which really makes the location feel more like a church. We also have everyone's favourite point of interest, the prison, but instead of metal bunkers we now have wooden cabins which offer various places to loot and talk strategies. Again, another place that has had a revamp is the docks. Instead of a nice little building, it instead features an outside shack which is a bit run down, but again a good place to loot up. The core building in a place that hasn't changed too much is labs. This place is familiar as ever. Another place I rarely ever go is the weather station, and again this one seems very similar. One of my favourite points of interest has always been the lighthouse. Well, this one has changed massively to feature more of a courtyard, and well, the lighthouse is destroyed, so sorry snipers. Now the power station is a huge environment, again offering a mixture of open combat and cover, but some very good points to loot. There's also some various checkpoints placed throughout the map and a really nice mansion to explore. Also with this update we have some really cool things such as player customization, which features clothing and various other stuff. If you're feeling brave, then venture to the mall with the new one-shot stand, which has some goodies, but be careful, there is a war waging there. If you've ever found the bosses to feel a bit lifeless, well that changes now. They now have voice acting to bring them to life a bit. Lastly, everyone likes a good camo. Well, the wipe reward is a golden beretta and it looks very tasty. If you haven't played Ghost of Tabor before, then now is a perfect time to jump in and experience all these new updates. Ghost of Tabor is available on the Quest, Steam, PSVR2 and Pico, so pretty much everywhere. That's all I've got for you today in terms of commentary, so I'll let the video play where you can hear me talking in the game. If you've enjoyed this video, then make sure to stick around, I'd appreciate it a lot. I'll see you all on the next one. Take it easy and have a great day. So, this is the best way I know how to get some training in and check out the actual new level, and I didn't take my hat off. Oh well, never mind. So this is the Island of Tabor, newly updated. You can already tell the difference in just the way it looks. Like the trees have been updated and things like that. So let's go have a little look around. I've got some water with me and things like that. I've got my uwu pistol as always. Never leave home without it. The main one I wanted to look at is the lighthouse, because as you can see it's no more. It's been destroyed. Obviously, if you listen to the beginning part, you've heard me speak about all these points of interest and the varieties of them and how they've changed in some way or another. But now we're going to actually take a quick look at them and go through them. As long as I don't get killed by one of the NPCs, which is highly likely, but we'll see. And if anyone's wondering, I'm playing this on the PSVR2, which is usually my preferred platform that I jump into to play Ghost of Tabor these days. I still have it on Quest, Steam, but usually I hop into the PSVR2 version. There's some varied reasons for that as well. Do you know what? As soon as it's there, we'll grab it and use it. I also like that you can choose your costume now as well. Satellite down there. Oh, couldn't let me walk forward then. That's weird. I mean, I don't know why I'm grabbing stuff anyway. Actually, this is a training run. I won't get any of this stuff back because I wanted to have a look at the new locations. So let's just have a new little nose about. good little bits and bobs around. So as you can see, there's not really a vantage point that you can have on here anymore, unless you have a sniper from here, but then you're blocked by trees. Yeah, it takes away that vantage point that we had previously on the lighthouse, which is a little bit of a shame, but nothing too major. Let's go have a look at some of these other locations, or as many as I can find, without wasting too much time looting around. I think that might be the mansion over there. We're going to the mansion. Let's go look at the weather station, and we'll make our way over to the mansion and take a look at that as well. So, we're coming up on the weather station now. Oh, and there's the enemies. Always good to see some enemies of that. So now you have that vantage point. I don't remember that, or at least I don't ever remember climbing that. Looks different from the outside. Let's see what it's like on the inside. He took some bullets, didn't he? I can hear that, but I can't see it. Okay, call me blind, but who's shooting at me? Okay, I wanted to go down here anyway. Right, so looking pretty similar in places, a little bit different, but nothing major on this area. Some new assets by the looks of it as well. Oh. Nice. Server room still. Yep, cool. So you can get a little bit of a vantage point from here to see over there, which isn't too bad. And then if you wanted to, you could walk up to about here and get more of a vantage point. But if the environment was grippable, then you could climb this thing, which would also be really cool. I think they should make it so this is actually climbable. That'd be pretty awesome. But I understand why it's not. You don't want people getting into places they don't need to be, so it makes sense. Also, apologies if the audio is a bit meh. Alright, let's go look at this mansion. Arrived at the mansion. Another really cool thing about this update as well that I'm noticing a lot more than ever before is just the background audio. Hearing birds, various critters in the background making all these different chirping noises. It adds a lot of life to the game. So here we are in the, I say mansion, it's more of like a penthouse type of deal, but nonetheless it looks quite nice. Gives you a vantage point of this area over here, which looks very similar to the prison. Let's have a little look around down here, see what's downstairs. That's a weird looking shower, but okay. We'll run with it. Advantage. This dude works at the labs. Pay for rent. Okay, so we've got a nice little place to explore here. Can we jump over here? No, we can't. Let's go have a little look down there while we're here as well. And then we'll make our way over to there. Like I said, I'm probably going to miss some points of interest, but it's fine. I've already discussed them all. And I don't want the video to run on for like 30 minutes, just showing you all these various locations. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, it appears all the texture on my gun has went. There's one. We'll see as many points of interest as I can until I die, but the map definitely feels bigger. Yeah, the texture on my gun's completely gone. Again, I don't know if this is an issue other people are having on the other levels. Oh, it's like little Airbnb type deals, just little place for them to stay, cottages and things like that. Very nice indeed. Are they all the same? They all look the same. Yeah, more place to loot, all that kind of stuff. Very nice. Right, let's move on to the next location. Now, here we have the power station. I believe they've been calling it, and I believe that's what I called it earlier. If not, my memory is already went, and I'm just here for the ride. But again, like, genuinely, the sense of feeling, like how everything feels a lot bigger in terms of this whole map, you can feel it the minute I stepped into it. It was just, I don't know, you kind of just knew it wasn't the same size map it was before. And if it is the same size map, then they've managed to fill it out a little bit more and make it feel like it's bigger, because it definitely does feel a lot bigger. Now, if it is a lot bigger, then obviously that kind of begs the question of how it's going to run on other platforms, but it seems to be running quite well, apart from, oh, there you go, I've got me, that was weird. I've got me, textures back on my gun. Now, that must be the nuclear field, so maybe this is the nuclear plant, that's the nuclear wasteland. Again, various locations to loot, big buildings. He's huffing and puffing around here, so I don't know if it's safe to be here. But absolutely destroyed. I'm not going to explore every single building. That can be something for you to do yourself. I had a bit of enjoyment. Nonetheless, good vantage point up there. Very nice indeed. They've done a good job. Like, for a map that everyone kind of loved and is so used to, I was a bit nervous when they said they were, you know, remaking Island of Tabor, because it's a map everyone just kind of knows and familiarise themselves with. But I think the change up is probably for the best, because new players can come back in. We're all on the same playing field of learning this new map together, and I think that's a brilliant idea in terms of playing. So yeah, this, like I said, you don't want to be caught out here because there's literally open spaces. Sure, you can hide behind the rocks and things like that and in the containers, but this is very open. Anyways, we're going to steer to the right over here and take a look to see what's over there now. We've got a checkpoint. There you go, one of your normal checkpoints. There you go, look. Texture's got on my gun again. Odd. Here's the checkpoint. Okay. Very nice. Oh, there we go. Shipping docks. Let's go take a look at that as well. Okay, so we're at the shipping docks now. Let's take a quick look around, see what's in store here. A lot of open areas to search, but also an open area out here. Plenty of cover to get behind, but still, it's not a place I think I'd want to hang around for too long. And please excuse this gun. I will mention this to the devs, and hopefully they will find out what that issue is, because that's a bit weird. And it's weird because it's not doing it to this gun. Whoa! Mate, that made me jump. Decent sized area again. Really liking what they've done with this new reinvention of Island of Tabor. Right, on to the next location. We are at the prison, and I have just literally walked straight into the firing line. So now I need to try and not die, but I'm going to. bleeding. Right, that's that one down. Stim the bleeding. Damn. There's also now haptics on this gun, which I wasn't feeling before, but now I am. But yeah, this is the new and improved prison. Kind of a bit of a different feel, but I like it. But yeah, definitely don't think I'm going to get you a chance to show you every single location, because I do think I'm going to die anytime soon. The offices. Not what I want that. Where from? I have no idea. I can't see him anywhere. I think I'm going blind on this game. Trying to see if he's in the tower, but... like, where? Literally, anyone who gets this point and watches this point and can tell me where that shooter is, please do. Be like, he was here. Shit. Yeah, new prison. Hanging bodies. Lovely sight. Right, let's go look where else we can see what else we can find. I really don't think I'm going to make it to another location, so let's just kind of walk over here and get ourselves a shot. Shit. Yeah, I was about to say, I'm out of ammo in pretty much every gun. Anyways, so that is the some of the new locations. Obviously, I've spoke a bit about there, and yeah, catch you all again soon.